So I was asked to babysit for them for a Friday night from 6 to 12. I said yes. They texted me around 10:30, asked if I could stay till 1. I said yes. And then they did not show up at 1. I started to get a little nervous. 1:15, 1:30.
Have you babysat for them before?
Just a few times before.
Okay. Never any issues?
Never any issues.
How old are their children?
1 and 3.
So you trusted this young lady, obviously, to leave your 1 and 3-year-old with her?
She was recommended by friends.
Okay.
No complaints,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So this time the deal was from until 10:30, you said, or 11?
Till 12.
Oh,
and
till
then,
midnight.
And then at 10:30 they asked if I could stay till 1 a.m.
Got it.
And I said that was fine.
And where were you guys going, if I may?
We were going to my friend's birthday party, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So it was a planned night out. All right. So what happened at midnight then, you say?
They were supposed to be there at 1 a.m. Well, around 1:15, I started just being like, hey, what's up? Where are you? Didn't hear anything. 1:40, 1:45, I call them, don't hear anything. It goes straight to voicemail. Then I started to get nervous and confused of why their phone wasn't answering. So
Neither of their phones?
Neither of their phones.
Did you text them?
Yes, I texted, called, no response.
No response.
I'm freaking out a little bit, but as the night goes on, like after 2, I start to really get freaked out. I think probably around like 4 a.m. I fell asleep.
4 a.m., nothing.
Nothing.
4 a.m. and they were supposed to be home at 1 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah, if I were you, any reasonable person would be freaking out.
Yes.
So what did you do?
I called the police at a little before 5 a.m.
Good for you. So you called the police because you were worried that maybe they were in an accident.
Yes, and also just to notify, I don't know how missing persons work, but just to notify them, I'm here, I'm babysitting, these parents have not come back, and I'm kind of freaking out about it.
Okay. All right. And then what else happens?
So the police come to the home pretty quickly, and they have me wait with them and try and wait to see if the parents come back. And at 6 a.m. they came back.
At 6 a.m. you stroll in from a birthday party? Did you guys get into an accident?
We did not, Your Honor.
Did somebody get hurt?
We were not hurt, Your Honor.
Did you get assaulted?
We were not assaulted, Your Honor.
Did something, I'm just trying to understand what stops parents from calling in and checking in and letting a babysitter know, I am so late.
No, we wanted to reach out.
We wanted to reach out. We've been living in...
And why didn't you reach out?
We had no way of reaching out. We were driving...
What do you mean no way of reaching out?
We were driving home and we got lost. We've only been living in Nashville for a little under a year. And it was pretty far out. My friend lives pretty far out in the woods, and we literally could not find our way home.
That just doesn't sit with me. I mean, come on, you can give me a better excuse. You're lost for 6 hours? What about your phones?
The phones were dead.
Your phones were dead, why?
Mine had already died earlier in the evening. I just didn't realize it.
You don't have a charger in your phone?
We didn't put the car chargers in.
You have children at home. You don't think about these things?
We left an emergency...
Is there a gas station that you can pull over somebody's house?
We tried to...
You mean to tell me, how old are you guys?
I'm 32.
And how old are you?
30.
And you are responsible adults that take care of a 1-year-old and 3-year-old. You are responsible for 2 people's lives, and you do not have a charger on your phone. You don't stop at a gas station, at a convenience store, at somebody's house, which could be dangerous in today's world. I understand that. But these are your children. You get lost for 6 hours? Completely unreasonable and completely ridiculous.
I agree with Judge Perez. If I was in the babysitter's shoes, I would absolutely call the police, because what do you mean they said they were going to come home at 1 in the morning and didn't show up until 6 a.m.? These parents are clearly very irresponsible. I mean, it just seems like they just don't have thought in their brain. No survival instinct whatsoever. The self-preservation of a fruit fly.
You are parents. If your phone died at the party, charge the damn phone. So you get home at 6 o'clock, what happens?
You know, they were freaking out. We very quickly let them know the kids are totally fine. We had called because you were missing and not responding. Once they calmed down and realized that the kids were okay, they were very dismissive and quite rude to me, and they were like, okay, just go home.
You were dismissive and rude to her?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why?
She didn't call the emergency contacts.
Who are your emergency
My
contacts?
mother.
You think that by her calling the emergency contacts, that it wouldn't have been the same result?
Those were the instructions, Your Honor.
Okay, fine. Those are the instructions. She would have called your mother-in-law, and your mother-in-law probably would have called the cops too. So then what happened? So then they dismiss you? They pay you?
They did pay me through Venmo. Only I have the Venmo screenshot of the receipt. Only for 12 a.m. They didn't pay me for the 1 a.m. or for the additional hours till 6 a.m. that I was there.
Why didn't you pay her until 6 a.m.?
She literally didn't follow the instructions that we left her as
so
our
you
babysitter.
admit you didn't pay her till 6, right?
You didn't follow your own word, ma'am. So the whole contract goes out the window if you can't even uphold your side of it.
You are suing for $10,000, right? So they should have paid you how much more? How much would it have been till 6 a.m.?
It's $20 an hour, so that's an extra. I'd have to do the math.
$100 because it's 5 hours? So
yeah.
they would have had to pay you an extra $100. But why are you suing for $10,000?
So Stacy called me and was so angry with me and was like, why did you call the police? What's wrong with you? A few weeks later, I had a nanny contract set up for 10 weeks. That would be $10,000. And I got a call from Katie, the mom, saying that they were canceling my contract because of what Stacy had told them, that I was an irresponsible and negligent babysitter.
Okay, first of all, why are they so up in arms about police being in their home? What do they have to hide? What are you hiding under that hat, ma'am? Drugs, perhaps? I mean, having the cops be at your house when you were 6 hours late probably shouldn't be cause for a freak out. It definitely shouldn't be cause for you then to slander this young lady's name and making her lose a $10,000 contract.
I did not.
Tell them what they did to you?
I did, but she wanted to trust.
And how much was that babysitting job?
$10,000.
And you were going to be gone?
I was going to be babysitting just like for a certain amount of hours a day for.
But was that a guarantee $10,000?
Yes, I have the contract.
Okay, let me see the contract. So what did you tell this woman that I understand is your good friend, Miss Johnson?
Katie, I bumped into her at the supermarket and she asked why all of the cops were at our house. There was a rumor going around that Child Protective Services had been called to our house. And all I said was that Grace had been babysitting. We had gotten delayed in our return home. And
did you omit the fact that you basically just disappeared? You ghosted her from 12 to 6?
Your Honor, if I may, we did not ghost her.
Yes, you did. You ghosted her. No communication with her until 6 o'clock when you just show up. And you didn't even think about the logical sense that the logical conclusion that she probably would have thought that something happened to you. I mean, you ghosted her for 5 hours. What parent does that?
It was our first night out and
oh, please do not give me that and do not start crying and blah, blah, blah. It is nonsense.
If I may, as I was saying, it was our first night out in 4 years. We were trying to conceive a third child. We pulled over to the side of the road.
Okay,
and I am sorry. We set an alarm.
That makes it even worse.
Ma'am. Oh, well, why didn't you say so? You were just boinking in the back seat. That's fine then. Right. You definitely don't want your babysitter to be interrupting that. Yeah, that definitely would be a mood killer for sure. Girly Pop, what possibly could have possessed you to say this in court? Please don't have another baby. Just don't. We don't need to add any more children to this mess, okay?
So wait. So that means you actually lied to me. Your phone was not, you just said that we pulled over to try to conceive another. So that means your phones were working.
I said we set an alarm.
So that means you lied.
You didn't let me complete my statement.
So see, it's excuse after lie, excuse after lie.
May I complete my statement, Your Honor?
What are you going to say?
I said, we texted her at 10:30, told her we'd be home at 1. We left the party at 10:30. We drove. We pulled over to have some intimate moments together. At that point, we set the alarm. At this point, it's about 10:45, 11 o'clock. So the phones were still working. We had just texted her. At that point, we set an alarm for about 12:15, and we had our own time. And then we fell asleep because we are parents of young children, and the phone died.
Oh my God, you just keep putting yourself in a hole. I mean, wow.
At first I thought they were gonna be like, yeah, we left the party at 10 and then we proceeded to boink for 7 hours. I mean, this guy, can't get him off me.
You need to leave.
Okay, but they fell asleep. All right. Okay, still doesn't excuse any of this, to be honest with you. Still looks like the most irresponsible thing you could do when you have small children waiting for you at home. Didn't we leave messing around in the car in high school? I mean, that sounds honestly kind of miserable, if you ask me. I wouldn't know, because remember, resident prude, never done that. So, you're welcome, Mom.
Mistakes happen, Your Honor.
Wow. I am ready to rule before I get extremely frustrated, and you guys really need to check yourselves. So based on the evidence, the plaintiff is suing the defendants for an amount of $10,000 for a contract that she lost based on Ms. Johnston defaming you and basically ruin your reputation, and I find that to be true. Ms. Johnston said something that was untruthful about you. She knew it was untruthful, and it caused damages, and that is a $10,000 contract. On top of that, you didn't get paid the 1 to 6 fee, which is $100. So based on that, the court is awarding you $10,100 based on your claim. Good luck, Ms. Ferguson. The only solace I can tell you is that I would have done the same thing. Fine, call the emergency contacts, but I would have still called the police if they didn't show up by 6 o'clock. So I think what you did was exactly what somebody should have done when they're in the care of infant children who are not their own. Okay? So understand that you did nothing wrong. And good luck to you two. Seriously.
She said, seriously, good luck. Because now this is on television and everyone's gonna know your dirty business. People aren't gonna want to be carpooling their children in your car anymore, okay? So say goodbye to that. I mean, this couple's absolutely ridiculous. The story just kept getting crazier and crazier as the night went on. Listen, I get it. I get it. You're young parents. It's your first night out. Love is in the air. You think, why not commit a crime? Why not risk being registered sex offenders? I mean, sounds like a good time to me. But I'm curious on your thoughts on this case. Let me know in the comments down below.